You are now live.
You know you're a reseller when you find Goodwill tags in your hair.
True story.
Just say it. Just happened. And let's just say it wasn't in my hair.
That's right. Good evening, everyone. Happy Saturday night.
Happy Monday.
Saturday night.
I get to wear the hat?
No.
Why?
You do not.
I want to wear the hat.
It's not Wednesday. Only on Wednesdays.
Whatever.
I know, it's a sad thing.
Whatever. Are we waving?
We're waving.
Merry Christmas, everybody. I don't know. I'm grasping.
You're grasping?
I'm grasping already. What is this? Like
2 minutes in?
2 minutes in, I'm already
2 minutes
grasping.
in. Oh, gosh.
Ooh, someone just bought their eBay Open ticket.
Woo, woo, yay!
We gotta buy ours.
I know, this week.
This week. Like,
I know.
by Monday.
A week from Monday's the last day to get the...
No.
Yes, because
The
Brianna,
30th.
which is Brianna's birthday, which is on a Monday.
Oh, that's next Monday.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're right, a week from Monday. Sorry.
Yes.
Don't ever look for me for correct answers on
Yes.
anything.
Good evening, Oakbrook.
Mr. Cubs.
So cool to get to meet you today. That was so much fun. Hey, howdy from Texas.
Howdy from Texas.
Howdy from Texas. So we made it through our event.
We did.
You lived
Our
through
meetup.
the crazy.
Our meetup.
Meetup.
We got to meet a lot of cool people today.
We did. We did. Yay, you guys are coming to me. Yes.
Oh, yeah, we're going.
Cubs, woohoo! Yeah. Mm-hmm. I saw you had a sign over your head that said "Go Sox." Just saying.
Mm-hmm. And it made them look better.
Right? What hotel are y'all staying in? I was going to stay at Mandalay, but the rooms are so expensive. Yes, $85 with an extra $65 for resort. Yes.
We'll probably stay.
We'll probably stay at the Mandalay Bay.
Yeah. Yeah, because they got you going from here to there. And
whatever hotel it is, and I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to remember off the top of my head, that is connected to the Mandalay Bay, they told me is way cheaper.
Oh, there's something connected to it?
Yeah, but it's a bit of a hike. But it's all like indoors walking, so you don't have to go outside because it's blistering hot. But
you're going to walk a lot.
You're going to walk a lot. But that's something to look into. Hi from Winnetka. Sorry, I missed the meetup. Oh, I'm sorry, you did too. I wish everybody could have come. I got punked by Matt. Well, you know, it happens to the best of us. It's okay.
One of many. One of many, Oakbrook.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Yeah, so check out whatever hotel that is. I'm sure if you just get on like Google Maps or whatever, you can.
I'm too old to walk.
You're too old to walk.
I'm going to get one of those scooters.
You know, truth is,
What's the truth?
I need to be close enough to be able to run and take a nap in the middle of the conference.
In between coffee breaks.
In between coffee breaks. Payback, Matt. Yeah, Oakbrook's going to get you.
Sorry, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, gosh. We had a great time, though. It was a great meetup. A lot of people showed up, which was so exciting.
Yeah, 50 people.
I dreamt last night that nobody came.
You're such a weirdo.
I was all worried that nobody showed up.
I was really surprised at how many people showed up. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was really awesome.
Yeah,
it looked like everybody had a good time.
I think so. Delano is connected. Yeah, I don't. Whatever hotel was connected, they said was giving better rates. So, just a food for thought. If you're interested, check that out. Save a little bit of money. It all adds up.
Does
and
it?
It's expensive, yeah. It was a great meetup. So we're going to talk a little bit tonight about our meetup, some takeaways, things we learned, things we found interesting.
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of resellers in our area.
We have a lot of and super smart people in our area.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go, but I had to go shopping for my daughter's prom dress.
Oh, hey, that's more important.
Family first, absolutely.
Yeah.
Great meetup. And you guys still made the live for the rest of us. Of course.
Yeah, we ain't gonna miss this.
Of course. Although we do have a little bit of a celebratory drink tonight that we made it through.
we got it through. We got the coffee.
Yes, there was a little snafu.
You know...
Oh, do tell.
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
We do have some interesting stuff to say tonight. Just
behind the scenes.
Bear with us for a
moment. When you pre-order coffee at Dunkin' Donuts...
To be ready at 10 a.m.?
To be ready when you get there to pick it up. The whole idea of pre-ordering something is so it's ready. Mm-hmm. But yet you walk in, and the guy's like, oh yeah. And he starts making the coffee then.
When you walk into a Dunkin' Donuts at 10 a.m. on a Saturday and they're out of coffee and donuts...
Yeah. We've waited 30 minutes for the stinking coffee.
But
I was like, we pre-ordered it.
But it was good coffee, so...
It was good coffee. We still have some. We're going to make coffee popsicles out of it, evidently.
Coffee popsicles, which I think is the best idea ever. I'm sorry. Coffee popsicles.
I think you're nuts. Hey, there's Natalie.
Hey, Natalie. So what did you take away from our meetup today?
We've got a lot of resellers in the area.
Yes.
A lot of resellers want to move away from clothing. And rightfully so, the prices have dropped and it's saturated and
yeah, a lot of people looking outside of clothing, which is really, really interesting.
But you have to. You have to
mocha pops. Add chocolate and make mocha pops.
You stop talking about coffee. I'm having a thought here.
That's a great
And
idea.
it doesn't happen very often. And it's not about coffee. You have to be diversified in this business to be successful. You can't put all your eggs just in one basket.
Yes.
You know, and I heard so many people say, I want to expand to international shipping, global shipping program. I want to sell more on Poshmark. I want to get involved in Amazon and Etsy, which was good to hear. It was good to hear people saying, you know.
Absolutely. And people moving into more hard goods and all of that kind of stuff, which, I think is fantastic. And I think in the weeks to come, I mean, excuse me, goodness gracious.
Don't die.
Right? Clearly I'm not allowed to drink. That's something that we've been talking about a lot. Mm-hmm. Just for our own business.
Well, and I think the thing with hard goods especially is you're not going to see the saturation like you will with clothing.
Yes.
You can walk into a store and you can find 10 J. Jills, and everybody can find 10 J. Jills. But you're only going to find...
How many of these little guys?
You're only going to find one gopher from Caddyshack, you know?
And he does sing, but if I start him, he doesn't stop.
He won't shut up.
So
kind of like me.
Right? Yes. Hey, Wolf! The wolf is back. This little guy sells for like $30 or $40 on eBay. We're not.
Did you find him in a plush?
I did.
So you paid like $1 for him.
Mm-hmm. He sings "I'm All Right." Mm-hmm. He's actually going to my dad, so we won't be listing him.
Not for sale.
But this kind of thing is, the stuff that we're moving towards also. Mm-hmm. Not everybody's going to find the little gopher. They just opened a restaurant. Random thought of the night. Hard goods are so intimidating. Like, where do I start? Start with plush. Don't think of hard goods as just being like glassware or...
breakables.
Yeah.
And plush is cheap.
It's super duper cheap. It's really easy to get into. People say it's an influx of sellers, but not all will stand the test of time since e-commerce is ramping up.
Even itself out. Yeah, I think eventually it will, but you also have to remember there's only X amount of buyers, and hopefully they bring in more buyers. Posh is actually making a big push for millennials, the younger, and that's where the money's at. Mm-hmm.
Hard goods intimidate me when it comes to packaging. So start with things that are easy to package.
Plush.
Plush.
You don't even have to package it. You gotta throw it in a poly.
Yeah. I have another plush to show you.
Oh, brother.
I brought props tonight. One of a kind. Yes, then you set your own price. So this little guy, I won't turn him on either, but he does turn on. So he is new with tags from Pottery Barn. But again, the plush bin, he was, I think, $1. Mm-hmm. Anything Pottery Barn, I go ahead and pick up?
The price was on them.
Oh, no. He makes soothing sounds. How do you clean plush? So you can just put them like in a... Clearly, he's new, so he's not going anywhere. But put them in a pillowcase. Tie the pillowcase up. And then just put them through your dryer on high heat because the heat will kill any ickies in there. And
if you're worried about smells, you can put a dryer sheet in there.
Yeah. Yeah, mesh bag if you want to put them through the washing machine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anything Pottery Barn. So he's probably $15 to $20, but he'll be so super duper easy to list. And there's actually not another one listed on eBay right now.
So he might be more than 15. How do you know he's 15 and 20?
Well, the last one sold for $15 plus $5 in shipping.
Maybe they undersold it.
But I will probably price mine a little bit higher because he will be the only one on eBay. And how many times have you picked up a clothing item?
Yeah, it's the
where
only one.
Yeah, you were going to be the only one
right.
on eBay. Like it just doesn't happen. Fabric spray. Yeah, vintage plush buyers typically want as is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, if it's vintage plush or I'm like, I just leave them. And I just disclose that, like, he's been surface cleaned. But, yeah, captive market plush. So, there is somebody out there who has had this for their baby. And their baby will only sleep when it is on.
And it broke.
And it broke.
And they're desperate.
And I will be happy to sell them the replacement.
For $35.
For a small fee.
$35.
Some Disney ones go for insane money.
Oh, we have that
a lot of Disney
that
ones.
Bolt dog.
Yes.
That big Bolt dog we sold for over $100.
And he sold through the global shipping program, so somebody paid to ship him all the way to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cindy B. Taxon. Well, you know what? I would feel bad, except that we have kids, and I paid through the nose for things to replace for them, and it's full circle. So,
mm-hmm.
So $3 million, right? You want your kid to sleep?
Well, and all of us who have kids,
you know you would pay it.
Who's gonna pay to make sure that kid sleeps?
Oh yes.
Just
How
saying.
much money would you have paid for a pacifier in the middle of the night?
Mm-hmm.
Because I would have given you everything.
Right?
Make this
that
kid
kid's
sleep.
crying. You want the kid to sleep.
So plush is an easy way to start diversifying out of clothing into another market where you don't have to be scared to ship it. It's very, very low investment, so low risk. Some plush do take a while to sell.
Does take a while to sell or do take a while to sell?
Oh, does take a while to sell, sorry.
Have another drink, baby.
Yeah, I'll just keep drinking here.
Someone's going to be asleep at 8:01.
Oh, yeah. Happened to
or
me
9:01.
When my son lost his Eeyore and couldn't find a replacement. And that's one of the great things about eBay is that you can go and find the replacement.
Mm-hmm.
So they may take a little while to sell. They're not always quick flips.
And they're not always home runs either. You got to do your research.
But you know what? Not all clothing's a home run either.
Not all your clothing's a home run.
I've sold Build-A-Bear plushes. There are some Build-A-Bear plushes that go for big money. So the key, I think, with any plush is to stay away from the common. So Build-A-Bear, the bears themselves are typically less money than, say, a unicorn, a polar bear, character, something like that. And some people may want their plush from 20 years ago. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the same thing goes for Disney. Mickey and Minnie, super duper common. The
side character from
the duck with those glasses, the Professor Duck.
Oh.
I've sold him several times for $70.
Mm-hmm. Or like the side characters that you can see, like Frozone. If you found Frozone from Incredibles is coming out with the new movie, which we're going to see because Incredibles is awesome. But I bet that Frozone does pretty well too. And he was awesome too. Where's my super suit, woman?
Build-A-Bear are good, especially region exclusives. Yes, EU Pokemon ones. sell all my Build-A-Bear clothes from when my daughter was little. Just picked up a Figment plush from Disney. I just sold Figment on Mercari, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another great thing as garage sale season comes up.
Mm-hmm.
You go to these garage sales and they have like this huge bin of stuffed
they're
animals.
Like 25 cents.
Yeah, and they're like, you know what, just take them, we don't care.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a great place to find...
Especially the unique ones.
Yeah. Yeah. Because some mom just wants all the plush out of her house.
Well, sure. Can't blame them.
Ooh, I have a big and little Figment. Look them up on Mercari because that's where mine sold.
Yeah.
So, all of my... everybody else calls it hard goods. We call it stuff. So...
I heard someone else call it the
junk.
AP.
So you've been to my garage sales. Yes, Bex Relics gets in trouble for burning the plush. She didn't realize they were worth money. Never watched The Incredibles. It's a family favorite around here. Yard sale treasure map app is life. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's Oakbrook that calls it poo. But plush is a great thing to be looking for.
It's a great way to start.
Yeah.
Great way to start.
Yeah. You guys did great today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What do you typically sell on Mercari? Oh, so that's where I was going with that thought. Thank you.
Here, wait. Have another drink.
Because I lost my train of thought again. If I drink every time I lose my train of thought, this is going to be a very short show. So I'm currently listing all of our stuff on Mercari.
Mostly plush.
I sell a lot of plush. I like plush.
Well, but what were you saying? Victoria's Secret pink?
Victoria's Secret pink stuff. I've
Does
got
pretty well.
some... Oh, where are those? Ooh!
It's just the Matt show now. While she digs around. Oh.
Speaking of things I'm going to list on Mercari, these stinkers. These are the long sock muck Victoria's Secret.
Man, these are like brand new.
They are brand new. They have the sticker on the back.
Look at that. Oh, they do?
Is Mercari still no fees? I think Mercari's like 10%. Yes. So these are the muck. Yes.
Mucklucks.
Thrifts.
She's like, oh, I know those.
No, I've been looking for these stinkers forever.
And there's a story behind these too. We found them.
I found these before.
At a thrift store.
Oh, Oakbrook would like you to model them. I'm sure he meant you. No.
No. They're new. We want to keep them that way. We found them at a store before, but they forgot to give us the bag.
And we were like an hour from home, and
I was so
mad. So yeah, these are a good seller.
Sale.
There were a pair kind of like them, I think maybe the same ones in a different size, that were listed for $100 on eBay. But White Sox colors, the best. So I will cross-post these onto Mercari.
Okay.
Because Victoria's Secret Pink seems to be doing well over there. 10 things you look for when selling plush. Disney side characters.
Mm-hmm.
Anything Pottery Barn. Land of Nod. What size are these? They are a 9-10. If you're interested, hit me up.
Yeah, Big will give you a deal.
What other things do I look for in plush?
Something I hate photographing.
Really big stuff. Like super duper big plush that aren't carnival plush. So like if you feel it and it's got...
like the little pellets in it. It's not soft. Like the little pellets. That's a carnival flush.
Yeah. Flush. Drink, you
flush.
did it. So I stay away from anything carnival. But the big, super duper big plush, they seem to sell really well.
The big Disney plush sells well.
The big Disney plush. I don't understand that as fashion. Yeah. You know, whatever. Older Lion King. Yeah.
Like the old Simba and Nana.
You did it.
Nana.
So plush and pink on Mercari. Yes. Hey, Mercari sells pink.
versus Hollister.
Yes, American Eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so all of kind of those brands that became just super duper saturated on eBay. Nala, you go.
Nala.
If you're kind of stuck with them, then
try cross-posting them.
Yeah, cross-post, and lotting them up on Mercari. Stay away from the carnies in general. It's just, just kind of a good rule of thumb. Scary clowns. So I look for that stuff in Plush. And then, truthfully, they have tags. I'll look up tags. Just like a brand on a sweater or a jacket or whatever, if it looks like it's a good quality and it's not a teddy bear. If it's a teddy bear and it's a Steiff teddy bear, I'm all in. But other than that, I'm pretty much staying away from teddy bears. But if it looks like it's a good quality and it has a brand tag, I'm just going to look it up. What platforms do you utilize? So for platforms, we are on Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Mercari, Poshmark.
Train left the station. Train just left the station.
I love Mercari for buying plush. I got a huge Dumbo from Mercari for $4. Mm-hmm. Yes. So Mercari has great shipping rates.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's opportunity to flip stuff there too.
Yes. Yeah. It'd be better to ask what they don't utilize, right? Salad. Yes. That would be a SpongeBob reference. Yep. I know what I was thinking. So in the plush, things from the 80s and 90s. So think back, and I'm not going to be able to remember what they're called. I just kind of know them if I see them. But they look like the parachute pants. They were plush, but they had that parachute pants fabric. Somebody will know. Do you worry about an item selling on two platforms at the same time? I don't. Poshmark and Mercari right now are still slow enough that no. I have a newer Steiff that won't sell. I would cross-post it. I'd cross-post that little stinker. Puffalumps! Thank you!
Somebody said.
See?
Somebody knew.
Told you somebody would know. Puffalumps, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Puffalumps sell really MC Hammer pants. Sarah Lank, you're just not old enough to know.
I have MC Hammer pants.
Oh my Lord, have mercy. So, yes.
I'll start wearing them on Wednesdays.
Puffalumps sell really well. There's the monster that had the chains. That was a plush in the later 80s, early 90s. Super crazy money. Yeah, so those older plush, people want their childhood back. It's nostalgia.
Well, so, and vintage toys from 80s and 90s because...
But they get a little harder to ship.
Well, but not if you find the Transformers and
My Pet Monster, that's what it was called.
He-Man stuff. Anything that a kid used to watch and is growing up and it's that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, now I want to share it with my kid.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a great way to start kind of diversifying away from clothing. And the great thing about plush, the vintage toys, that sort of thing.
Stretch Armstrong.
They don't
Evil Knievel.
Oh, yes.
Evil Knievel stuff.
They don't come back.
I'd buy the Evil Knievel stuff.
Stay with me here.
I thought he was awesome.
Stay with me here.
I can't.
More money if he has his cuffs and chains, yes. Mm-hmm. On the My Pet Monster. But yeah, they don't get returned. As long as you have good pictures so they're not stained or your buyer's not going to find a hole in it that you didn't disclose.
Well, and
they don't come back.
The nice thing about the plush is you just cram it. It's a plush. You
don't cram it. You nicely place it in a poly mailer.
I've crammed some stuff into some packages.
I love Toy Story, and so when I go to yard sales, I always pick them up, and I never leave them behind because I feel like they're sad if I don't, right? That you said Brianna. Brianna does the same thing. Did you already discuss how to host a meetup? So if we'll just jump to that. If you want to host a meetup, totally worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely do it. 100 times do it. So great to be able to meet people in person. It's a different feeling. Original Xbox games. Yes. Backwards compatible.
Nicely place it.
Yes.
I nicely place it in a bag that's too small.
Yes. So we got a room from our local park district. I don't know if everybody has park districts. Like a community center. Mm-hmm. So we rented our room there. There's still cost involved, but it's less than what like renting a hotel room was going to be. And then we
renting a hotel room. What are you having, a kegger?
No, like a conference room
at a conference room
at a hotel.
You're like a hotel room.
It's a little tiring. If you want to do a meetup, I highly suggest find somebody else in your area that you can do it with, in conjunction with. Partnering with Emma was great.
Yeah, because when we waited 30 minutes for coffee, Emma was able to go
to the room and go ahead and get it set up.
Yeah, we weren't feeling like, oh my gosh, we got to be there waiting for our coffee to brew. So.
And then doing it in the morning was nice because then we could just do coffee and light snacks, and that kept costs down too. And then absolutely name tags with Instagram IDs. Because you quickly find out, everybody's Instagram IDs and nobody's name.
Yeah.
So it was nice to be able to say...
people were going up calling me Mr. Amazing Taste. And
yes.
You don't know me by Matt. I mean...
You're just Mr. Amazing Taste.
Just Mr. Amazing Taste.
So yeah, Kohl's Carrots plush sell well, made just... That's awesome. It is kind of like a rabbit, a hostel. No, a kegger. No keggers. I've never...
Toga.
I have never been to a kegger in my life. I think I can...
You've never been to a kegger in your life?
I have never been at a party that had a keg. Much less a kegger. No.
Interesting. Well,
oh my God, I go to auctions and only know people selling IDs, right? Yeah, like you don't know people's names. No. No, I have lived a very boring life.
I've thrown keggers.
I'm sure you have. Matt lived enough life for the both of us.
I did.
So, in other news...
Bring it around town. Bring it around town.
This must change, Cindy. Look at you. Y'all are a bad influence. Brittany. See, I know your name now.
See, you made the mistake by coming to the meetup. Now we know some of your names.
Yes. Let's hashtag reseller keggers. That's because they start after 9 p.m., right? When you want to do a kegger at 5 a.m.
All right, we have a kegger of coffee.
I'm in.
Right?
I'm in.
And coffee popsicles.
Right. After 3 drinks, I pass out. So there's no way. Southside keg parties. Oh my gosh. This show has officially gone downhill. And we keep Saturdays onto YouTube. So thanks, guys, for all that. I'll ride or die until 9 p.m. Wait till I get a hold of Cindy in Vegas. I know.
I'm looking forward to this.
Monica, the posh hanger, is dying because I've never had tequila either.
Oh my gosh. I won't have tequila. Ever. Again. Ever.
I've never had tequila.
I have a bad tequila story, and you're never going to hear it. Never. Well, maybe you get enough drinks in me in Vegas, I might tell it, but...
Let's talk about other hard goods that are easy to sell.
Am I ruining this?
What happens in Vegas, right? This. Margaritas. I don't think I've ever had a margarita. No.
Gosh.
No, I've never had a margarita. I'm not a big drinker.
She's not a big drinker.
So, yeah. No, never had a margarita either.
You have had a margarita.
No.
Yeah, we got margarita coolers. That's pretty close.
Oh, that's pretty probably close enough.
Yeah.
You can sell margarita glasses. Me plus tequila equals angry. Ooh, that's not...
Ooh, good to know. If you're going to Vegas, we're keeping Thrifty Listing Mama away from you.
Love to go shopping. The train left the station, sorry. Other things that you can sell that are in the hard goods. So, this is, if you'd like to cut your own hair, the split ender.
The split ender. Yes, I use one every day.
I'm not sure why people want to cut their own hair.
I cut my own hair.
Clearly, I'm not a fan of the haircut. But, so a couple things about this. It's clearly older. You can tell just by the advertising. As seen on TV, anything that is older and says as seen on TV, I'm looking up. Mm-hmm. Because generally, yes.
The Flowbee. That thing is worth money.
Flowbee?
Mock the Flowbee all you want, but the Flowbee gets good money. I was looking them up. They're over $100.
Yes. Flowbee is a bolo to the bolo. You can cut your own hair and your dogs with the Flowbee, see?
They're worth money. If you ever see one, get it.
But this is also by Revo, R-E-V-O. Revo is... Keep away from the pre-kindergarten kiddos, right? That and scissors.
They're better than scissors.
So, but Revo is a better line of hair care products. I typically look up anything that's a Revo. But again, so this is nice because it has its box. So it's actually new. It's still in all of its really strange packaging. But I like to pick up hard good items that are in their boxes because that makes them easier to ship. So we won't just wrap this. We'll put it in another box. But the chances of it getting damaged then are far less.
I can't cram it in a poly?
No. I have a Flowbee in my closet.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, picked up 3 at an auction, sold 2 already. Yes.
Yeah.
What's a Flowbee? So a Flowbee is this attachment to your vacuum cleaner that then you suck your hair into and it cuts your hair using your vacuum. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, only you should look it up on YouTube. Look it up on YouTube. I'm sure the old Flowbee commercials are on there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The things we'll do to save a buck. But yeah, so anything like that, anything that was older, as seen on TV, definitely looking it up. Most of that stuff. There's somebody out there that bought it and loved it. Mm-hmm. Chi hair straighteners sell fast. Yes, I always look for them. They go for $50 plus and fit in a padded flat rate. Yes, what Dyson has for dogs. Mm. Yeah. So I look.
Yeah, kind of. You got to be in America.
So I look at all of the curling irons, hair straighteners, the vintage crimpers to do that 80s crimp hair look.
Crimp or primp?
Crimp.
Crimp?
Yes, it's a crimp.
Crimp. I used to think that looked good when I was in the 80s.
I used to think that looked good in the 90s.
I still like the 80s.
I know you do. So I look at all of those. There's several brands there that you're going to find that do really, really well. And like Loretta Thrift Love Style said, padded flat rate envelope. Super easy. I remember, seriously, look up Flowbee YouTube videos for a laugh. Yes. Roller skates. We all thought it looked good, right? It's going to come back. You watch. It'll come back.
Yeah,
they all do.
It'll make a comeback. You're right.
Mm-hmm. They all do. But yeah, somebody had that, loved it, used it all the time, and wants it again. Mm-hmm. The crimpers sell well.
Or they married some guy like me that says, I really like that hairdo. And they're going to do something to please their whoever.
Flocked hot rollers.
Not you.
Yeah. Roller blades, especially in summer. But all of that, like the 80s hair crimpers, they seem to do really well towards the end of the summer into fall. A lot of people have 80s parties, like for Halloween, around there, or they dress up. Millennials will dress up in that 80s look for Halloween, and so they want the hair crimper to be able to do their hair.
Good to know.
Happy to be able to sell it to them. What else do I have over here?
I don't know.
I have the coolest book ever.
You do have the coolest book ever.
So, hard goods that are easy to ship. Books. Not all books are worth anything, really. I don't know if I can show this or not, but this is like this...
Oh, it's moving.
It's like this, seriously, it's the
You gotta open it up.
Okay.
Just do a center page.
There we go. It's like the coolest book ever. Check that out. Woo. So, I hate books. Yeah, I'm not generally a fan either. But Matt was taking too long, and so I was... So I was looking at the books.
I was finding good stuff.
And I was fascinated by this one. It is in like new condition. I actually will probably list it. It's so cool. Probably list it on Amazon.
You said it was ranked pretty high.
Yeah, it was ranked really, really good on Amazon. They were selling for like $25 on Amazon.
Like the sets of books, if you could find a complete set of like
Yes.
children's books, I think, like the fiction ones.
Yes. So things to look for at garage sales. If you can find like the Harry Potter set all in hardcover.
Mm-hmm.
Those kinds of books will do really, really well. Again, super duper easy to ship. And in the summer, moms are trying to do something with those children. And summer reading becomes an issue. And so they're looking to buy the whole Lemony Snicket's, that movie just came out.
Lemony Snicket's.
Yes, Kyle read all those books. That series. So anything that you can get, like the hardcover, especially the hardcover versions of, but if you can get them cheap enough, lot them up. If you can get a lot of like second grade reading level books, lot them up. Those will sell well in the summer. Because again, moms have kids, and we don't know what to do with them.
Yeah, and I picked up the original Star Wars trilogy VHS set.
Yes, that was.
And we sold that for what? Like
$30 within
$30
like a week.
Yeah.
Yes. Wish we had yard sales. Oh, Little House on the Prairie book set does great. How long is U.S. summer holiday time off of school? It's generally 3 months.
Yep.
I just live vicariously through everyone else on YouTube. So, the VHS sets. Don't think that VHS doesn't do well. Because go look at Barney VHS. Now, who wants to bring Barney into the... I
hated Barney.
No judgment. There are some Barney VHS that are great money.
The old TV show sets.
Yeah, the
DVD.
old TV shows, like the ones that didn't make it onto Netflix, original WWF. Yeah, so again, things that you buy at the garage sales.
Disney Black. Oak Brook, seriously.
The Black Diamond VHS is not true. It's not true. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Purple.
Don't need the purple, right. I sold Star Wars VHS on Amazon for 25 pounds. Yeah. So if you get up to that garage sale and they have the VHS.
I don't know if they have any of the old Star Wars stuff. I mean, I'm sure everybody knows that, but Star Wars stuff or old Star Trek.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. My kid have autism, and he asked me to find the old Blues Clues tapes for him.
Oh.
And that's just it. You know, like we're kind of bagging on Barney, but if you have a kid who watches Barney and loves it.
Again, it's like the elephant thing where they want it and you're going to pay money for them to be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would too. We pay money to our kids.
Oh, yeah. And there are some videos that we watched over and over.
Well, Jake loved Blue's Clues.
Yes.
And Dora.
Yes. And
backpack, I think if you find that Dora backpack, I think that does well.
Yeah. But VHS, again, super duper easy to ship. So an easy way to make that transition into some hard goods without having to bubble wrap glass.
Yeah, Disney VHSs I think are oversaturated.
Yeah, and there are some Disney VHS that still do well. There's a Mickey's version of what's that Christmas movie you like?
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. That does really, really well. But there was a big thing that the black diamond on the side of the clamshell was worth a whole bunch of money, and there was some craziness going on. They're not.
They're not.
The non-PC Disney VHS, Songs of the South.
Yeah, the older vintage ones.
Yeah. Because they're not in publication anymore. There's the only way you can get that is through that VHS. Which is why then VHS players still sell well. Because there are some things you can only watch through VHS. But that gets hard to ship. And we're sticking to hard goods that are easy to ship.
Oh, sorry.
My little girls in Dora, I spent $60 on backpack. Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. You got to have backpack.
You got to have backpack.
Because you don't want Swiper to swipe it.
Exactly. So Sleeping Beauty. So you just want to start looking things up. But yeah, look up the old VHS. And if you're at a garage sale and it's a dime, take the risk.
Yeah.
You're in it for a dime. It's not going to be a problem. Right? We all know that song. Oy.
I'm playing it in my head right now.
Right? Me too.
But I won't sing it.
Oh, and I'm already going to spill myself. Oh, it's been a long day, guys. It's been a really, really long day.
We are tired.
We are very, very tired. Walkmans, cassettes, and...
Oh, the old
yes,
Walkmans.
Sony and Panasonic. Absolutely. Oh, Matt, I hate that Fox. Wish I was a... Thank you, Lisa.
Oh.
Kids' costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Great garage sale pickup.
Well, because and it's not for Halloween. Those kids want to play dress up all year long. And over the summer...
You can't find a costume.
You can't find a costume. And if you can keep your kid occupied while you're trying to photograph or do whatever...
Yes. And it's not just Disney costumes that will sell.
Mm-hmm.
It's all sorts of costumes. Because kids play dress up. And you want to then use that keyword in your title. Dress up.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just a costume. It's a Dora the Explorer dress up costume.
Yep.
Because a kid's having a Dora the Explorer birthday party or, it's a random Tuesday.
Just want to keep them occupied. I mean...
It's a random Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
And on the birthday party note...
Nope.
Things we have sold. Old, still in the package, birthday party supplies. So right now, if your kid loves Barney and really wants a Barney birthday party, you're kind of up poop creek. Unless you go onto eBay. So if you find old party supplies that have some sort of character or something on them, those sell too. I sold a Thor costume just a couple weeks ago. Yeah. Yep, the kids' birthday party invites, all that kind of stuff. Great things to be looking for at garage sales. Because inevitably you've got one package of plates left. Or you've got, one package of napkins.
Right. Yeah, and not all of them are huge money. But
no.
They're good, steady selling items. I mean...
Easy to ship, no measurements, they're not getting returned.
Yep.
I sold old Dragon Tales. Yes.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, we watched a lot of Dragon Tales.
We did watch a lot of Dragon Tales. That was another one.
Not that our kids watch too much TV or anything.
No.
Baking pans are another one. Absolutely. I sold old 90s Pokemon birthday banners. Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
Pokemon was awesome.
Right? Sure was. So
Dungeons and Dragons.
Don't think that just when people say hard goods that you have to be in that glass aisle.
I had the original Dungeons and Dragons.
I know you did.
That sucker's worth a ton of money. I saw somebody posted that they had the original Dungeons and Dragons posters.
Oh, posters.
They had like 5 of them, and I think they were getting over $100 a piece. And like they sold them immediately. I think he undersold them. I mean, because I think they were worth a lot more than that. But yeah, posters. That kind of stuff. Yeah.
Vintage children's bedding. Yes, absolutely. The old Pokemon sheets.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
Yes, Nordic. Loretta Thriftful saw a Nordic Ware and Williams Sonoma. Those are baking pans that, again, easy to list, easy to ship, doesn't get returned. American Girl doll. Polo Ralph Lauren and Hilfiger vintage bedding. We've sold vintage Tommy Hilfiger. Yeah, both of those.
We had that Tommy Hilfiger quilt.
Sold it for over $100. Shipped it internationally.
Crammed it in a poly.
Thoughts on Cabbage Patch Kids? Cabbage Patch Kids are still pretty saturated. There are some
unique ones, yeah.
But that's one that I would definitely look up before I purchased it. I just sold an egg pan. Thanks for hosting the meetup today. I finally took the leap and listed on eBay. Yay, yellow hanger. That's awesome. Was so excited to meet you. So bedding and sheets, pillowcases, all that stuff. Even if you only find the fitted sheet, or you only find the flat sheet,
inevitably that's going to get ruined, and that kid's room is all decked out in that, and you need a replacement, and you can't find it anymore.
Yeah, or people take that and make a pillow out of it, or crammed. American for handled. Oh, crammed must mean American for handled. That's right. Or a valance for the window. Yeah. So they're going to use that fabric from that sheet for something else. Fabric is another one.
But the nice thing about the fabric and the pillow sheets and the pillowcases and the quilts and whatever, you can't break it.
No.
It's non-breakable. I mean, you could literally ship it however you want, you know?
Yeah. Oh, Chrissy! Frugal Living says, I sold a bag of Beanie Babies for $100. Cost me $6, $20 to ship, FedEx Post. Yeah. So there's so much money and so many items outside of clothing that don't take bubble wrap.
Yep. Polly Pockets.
Polly Pockets. We have sold Polly Pockets. A lot of Polly Pockets, a lot of Barbie, the older Barbie stuff.
Those little micro machines, they were like little Hot Wheel cars.
Yeah, they were called micro machines.
Micro machines. Some of those do well.
Yeah. Plush does not come back and easy to ship. Yes, that's why I love it. Knock on wood, we have never had a plush return. Ever.
Nope.
I've never had Barbie clothes come back. I've never had toys come back. I've never had bedding come back. They just don't get returned.
Little's Pet Shop.
Yes.
And some of those suckers are worth a ton, but they're a pain in the rear end to look up.
Yes.
We're no experts on them, so I'm sure there's people who know a lot about
all of them.
They made some like super limited, weird ones that people will pay tons
of money for. Yeah, ink cartridges. Yes. Imaginext toys, especially the superhero ones like Batman and Superman, current toy but in demand. Yeah. Candles. My only issue with candles is when you have to ship them, you have to be careful that A, they're not going to melt, or B, if it is a glass jar, now we get into bubble wrap. Barbie won't ruin clothes because, right? Barbie always knows its fits. Little's Pet Shop, not as hot anymore, only a few. So it's not as hot anymore. They're getting faked a lot. So you have to be careful. The Chinese kind of came in and faked them. Those and My Little Ponies. You got to be careful with.
Oh, My Little Ponies.
With the brownies.
They tarnished My Little Ponies.
They did.
It's a sad day.
Right? So you have to be careful with that. Polly Pocket, yes, still my biggest sale to date. That is awesome.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's some weird ones that are...
Oh, yeah. I think Disney did a Polly Pocket. Water filters. Yes. Thomas the Train. So all sorts of great ideas of things that... Matt, are you a Brony? Of course he is.
Oh, yeah.
Oakbrook, isn't that where you originally met, Matt? Was that the Brony convention?
The Brony convention.
I
had the tail and everything.
Are we seriously? So, tons and tons of stuff that
do with me sometimes.
You can put up on eBay, sell, make great profits on, and never have to pull out a roll of bubble wrap or.
And you're getting really good at ignoring me now.
I am. Yes. Ballpoint pen refills. Yes.
Oh, I was a rainbow. Wolf's in here now. See, Wolf's back. Oakbrook's here. We're just derailing the train whenever we can.
I thought you said Burning Man Oakbrook. Oh my gosh. Loretta, don't encourage that. On the subject of pens.
Pens. Let's be serious.
Vintage pins.
Oh, pins or pens?
You missed me. We did miss you. I'm trying to say it correctly because I don't say it correctly.
Pins, P-I-N-S or P-E-N-S.
Pens.
Pens that you write
yes,
with.
that you write with, yes.
With advertising.
Good money.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Good money there. And how many of those can you store, ship?
Oh.
Like a gazillion. Water gallon refill filters, the name brands, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Pens, yes. Disney pen. Yeah, you know, there was another word I was trying to say the other day. I couldn't say either.
No. You couldn't. And then there was the can dancers.
And then there's just sometimes celebratory drinks.
The can dancers. Which I still...
Ties, suspenders.
Ties and suspenders you gotta be careful on.
Yeah, but there are some...
Gotta be careful on ties and suspenders. Those are saturated, current styles in the ties, and high-end brand names.
Burning Man Reseller Meetup. Cindy, you say pins like a Scottish person, and I count that way too. See, so maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just really Scottish.
Maybe you're a Scot.
You never knew.
Start calling you Scotty.
Right? So, our encouragement, though, to all of you before we wind up this highly useful show here.
And this is going to be on YouTube forever.
Is get out of your comfort zone a little bit. Wear toga attire. Oh, man, Loretta.
Laura, you going to eBay Open?
Yes. She's bringing her husband, too. And I don't think the two of you are allowed to hang out either.
Yep, it's going to be a hoot and holler and...
Yes,
I'll bring the kegs and togas and...
Love the power. But as we move into summer, clothing is going to slow down. I actually think that clothing is starting to slow down.
Guaranteed, yeah.
I think our summer slowdown is going to be longer this year than it's ever been before.
Mm-hmm.
So now is the time to start looking outside.
I'm looking forward to hanging out with Chrissy. And
oh my goodness. This was worth staying up to 3 a.m. Anyone know anything on Posh Fest yet? No, I have not heard the location or dates for Posh Fest. Last year it was here in Chicago. But I have not heard this year.
Watches. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, seriously, guys, go to those garage sales. Hit up those church sales. You know, look around at your thrift stores and start looking at things that are going to sell outside of clothing for the summer. Mm-hmm. And start filling up your store.
Oh, they didn't release it yet.
Yeah, I don't think they've said yet. I'm sure that information will come soon.
I'm sure. I'm on the edge of my seat.
No, you're not.
I am.
So find some of those. Get that stuff listed. Don't hoard it like I have hoarded it.
We are not buying...
No, we're not going out again.
Anything more until it all gets listed.
Yeah.
My foot has been put down.
Yes, because I have guilt over it.
Yeah, well, and it's gotta...
Yes, so my...
And we're not really hoarders. It's just that...
It's just the stuff. And part of that is because I want all of that stuff going into summer. I sold my first metal cooler for the season. That's awesome.
Those old metal coolers. Those are good. Are you on pens and needles?
Pins and needles.
Pens and needles, get it?
Mm-hmm. Pens. List your camping gear now. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, old thermoses.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta shake them first. Make sure. Remember those old ones where they had the glass lighters?
Oh, yeah, that was bad.
Mm-hmm.
I found my first tea and cup set today. That's awesome. Yeah, so start looking around. What else can you go ahead and start stocking your store with now? Before everybody starts going and picking that stuff up.
Yeah, and there's just a multitude of things out there.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. And you know what? If you're worried about it, get it at a garage sale. Mm-hmm. You're only spending $1 or $2 on some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and a lot of times we say you're paying for your education.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it's a dud, that $1 or $2 you spent on it,
you learn from.
You learn not to buy it again, obviously.
Yeah.
Because it's a dud. But you learned what does sell in it.
Mm-hmm. And why this one's a dud and what would make it not be a dud and that sort of thing. Garage sales have been lit here in Virginia the past 2 weekends. Some for now, some for fall. That's okay. Averaging 50 cents an item. Yes. Yeah. Sleeping bags. I have some. Yes, sleeping bags. Now it's time to get those sleeping bags up.
Yeah. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to branch out.
Yeah.
You know, and clothing's gonna slow down, especially for those of you who've not been doing this for very long. The slowdown is coming, guaranteed.
Yes, if your sales have been slow already, well then just...
Yep, it's just...
Yeah.
It's going to be like that for a while, so...
Yeah, and that's okay, because that doesn't mean that there's not 1,000 other things. How do you ship a sleeping bag so heavy and bulky? By weight in a ginormous poly mailer.
Yep, cram it in a poly mailer.
They actually make poly mailers that are 19 by 24. And we keep just a few of those on hand for exactly those kinds of things. Comforters, big, huge blankets, that sort of thing.
Well, and it's fabric, so it's not going to break.
Yeah.
You know, just roll it up the best you can and seal it in a poly mailer. And
the 90s platform Steve Madden's. Yes. Camping, hiking packs do all of that camping stuff is going to do great right now. So, yeah. We are running out of time, though. This was just... riveting. I hope that you all enjoyed it. To everybody who came to our meetup.
Oh, thank you.
To Emma, she's not in the chat, but she changed her name to, I think it's Emma.jas or jas.m. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Those of you who couldn't make it, or those of you because we were booked and weren't able to join us, we're sorry.
We will do another one
and
get a bigger room.
Totally underestimated
how many people would show up.
That people wanted to show up.
Yeah, and so we totally appreciate you all coming out. I want to see Togas next week. Don't encourage him.
I'll do it.
Come to California for a meetup. Yes.
Oh, I'd love to come to California for a meetup.
I need you to come to Florida. Florida would be awesome.
Florida would be good, too.
Yes. Your oh, thank you. So everybody who came, we so appreciate it. We loved meeting all of you and getting to hang out. Go on tour. Yeah. As long as the tour is over by 8 p.m. so I can go to bed, then we're good.
We'll do another one.
Yeah, we'll do another one.
We'll definitely do another one.
Come to Scotland.
A keg. And haggis.
I could have my first keg. So, you guys have a great night. This week, we will be live all in the mornings this week. But
whether you like it or not.
Definitely try something outside of your comfort zone this week. Buy something outside of your comfort zone this week.
Maybe that'll be our goal for Wednesday.
Ooh. All right, 2 minutes remaining. We got to go.
Oh.
Instagram's cutting us off.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a great night.